James May wants to find out what kick-started the teenager. Could it really have been 50cc motorbikes? More on that at 7, here on BBC Two.
These 5 people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Hello, welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. You might recognise them as they are Goliaths in the world of television quiz shows. They are the Eggheads. And taking on our quiz champions today are the Normanton Numpties from Salisbury. Team captain Nikki is the landlady of the Earl of Normanton pub, and the rest of the team are some of her regulars. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Nikki, I'm 49 and I'm the pub landlady.
Hello, I'm Jacko. I'm 84 and I'm a retired RAF pilot.
Hello, I'm Fiona. I'm 54 and I'm a civil servant.
Hello, I'm George. I'm 64 and I'm a retired army officer.
Hello, I'm Betty. I'm 70. I'm a retired school secretary.
Well, welcome to you, Normanton Numpties. And as I was reading that introduction out, I was saying Nikki is the landlady of the Normanton and the rest of them are Numpties. It's a very flattering name you've come up with. Why are they Numpties, Nikki?
Oh, it just seemed to go with Normanton, really.
Oh,
there
I
wasn't
see.
any
It's
reason for
just
it.
the alliteration,
Yes,
is it?
really, yeah.
Well, it was the Eggheads who were Numpties last time out when we played this game. Let me tell you what's been going on. Every day there's £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, their prize money rolls over to the next show, as you know. But Normanton Numpties, the challengers actually won the last game, proving it can be done. But that means £1,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads. Let's play a head-to-head. The first head-to-head is going to be on the subject of arts and books. Who'd like to play?
What do you think?
Who's the...
Betty, probably?
Becky, I think.
Betty's
You
the
have to go
expert.
first.
Yes,
I think Betty.
yes.
Due for arts and books, is it Betty?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got to be Betty.
Which Egghead would you like to play?
Who should we...
I'll play...
Do you remember that list? Who was the...
Yeah.
I'll play Daphne, please.
Daphne.
Ooh.
Good.
Is it me?
Daphne's really pleased, look. OK, let's have Betty and 15-1 champion Daphne into the question room, please. So, Betty, as you're no doubt aware, 3 multiple-choice questions each to start with. If you get more right than Daphne in that time, you'll be through to the final round. Would you like to go first or second?
I'd like to go first, please.
OK, Betty, you're kicking off for the Normanton Numpties. Here's the first question. Which character from children's literature describes himself as a bear of very little brain? Winnie the Pooh, Rupert Bear or Paddington Bear?
Paddington Bear.
Ah, jumped straight in there, Betty. It's Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh's the bear of very little brain. I think Paddington has his moments as well, but I think Winnie outdoes him in forgetful stakes and the rest of it. Winnie the Pooh is the bear of very little brain. Well, let's hope, Daphne, you're a very little brain and it'll stay all square with this one. This is your question. Which painting by Leonardo da Vinci is also known as La Gioconda? Is it Lady with an Ermine, Mona Lisa or The Last Supper?
That would be the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, Mona Lisa is the right answer. Well done, Daphne. OK, Betty, let's get you off the mark. Second question. The Concerto for Cello in E minor, famously recorded by Jacqueline Dupre in 1965, is a celebrated work by which composer? Elgar, Vaughan Williams or Delius?
Well, I think I'll try Elgar.
Elgar. The Concerto for Cello in E minor is by Elgar. It's the right answer. Well done, Betty. That's better. Now, Daphne, what is the name of the sand fairy in E. Nesbit's book, 5 Children and It? The Boojum, the Phoenix or the Samede?
Oh, I read all of them when I was young, and it's a Samide.
OK.
Yeah.
Samede or Samiad? Yeah, that's the right answer, Daphne. Well done. So 2 to Daphne means you've got to get this then, Betty. Which book, set during the Second World War, catapulted Irene Nemirovsky to posthumous international fame when it was published in 2004? Is it Suite Française, The Righteous Men, or Labyrinth?
I'll think about this one. I'll try The Righteous Men.
Okay. Irene Nemirovsky, The Righteous Men. It is Suite Française, actually, Betty. Irene Nemirovsky, posthumous international fame, published as late as 2004, which means an early end to this round, I'm afraid, because Daphne's already got 2 right. You've got those 2 wrong. So we'll move on to another round. And Betty, I'm afraid you won't be in the final round. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, an early reverse for the Normanton Numpties means you've lost 1 brain from the final round. We move on to our next head-to-head. It's geography. So who'd like to play this one then? Can't be Betty, but any of the rest of you?
Not me.
You don't like
I
geography.
mean, nobody wants to, but I will.
It's good to make the noble sacrifice.
Oh, it won't be a sacrifice.
yourself.
George, you're
George.
sailing through into the final round, I'm sure. Which egghead would you like to play? And it can't be Daphne, of course.
Go for Chris.
Go for Chris. Go for Chris.
Chris.
OK, let's have George and Chris into the question room, please. Right, George, always the challenger's choice. Would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first, please, Dermot.
Good luck, George. It's geography, and this is your question. Rabat is the capital of which North African country? Morocco, Egypt, or Algeria?
Well, it's certainly not Egypt. And Algeria is Algiers, so it's got to be Morocco.
Certainly has. That's the right answer. Good start, George. Chris, first question for you. How many stripes are there on the United States flag? 3, 13, or 33?
Yeah, to represent the original 13 colonies, there's 13 stripes.
13 stripes. And what do the stars represent?
1 for each state.
So that went up over the years.
Yeah, went up to 50, yeah.
OK, yeah, 13 stripes on the US flag. Correct. George, the second question. The River Rhine rises in which European mountain range? The Alps, the Dolomites, or the Pyrenees?
And it empties into the north. I think Pyrenees are Spain. It's not the Dolomites. I'm going to go for the Alps.
Yeah, right to take a time to think about it, but once you do, you really got to end up with the Alps, haven't you? It's the right answer. Well done.
George.
2 to you, George. Chris, Fisherman's Wharf is a major tourist attraction in which US city? New York, San Francisco, or Chicago?
Yeah, that's San Francisco.
Fisherman's Wharf is in San Francisco, yes. 2 to you. George, you might win it if you get this. What is the most northerly capital city in Europe? Is it Oslo, Helsinki, or Reykjavik?
Reykjavik is Iceland. And I'm not sure if we're saying that that is part of Europe. Helsinki's further north than Oslo. Oh. I'm going to go for Helsinki.
OK. Well, Iceland is in Europe, and it is Reykjavik. Is the most northerly capital in Europe. So, nothing there. Chance for Chris to steal it then. Chris, what is the highest peak in the Pyrenees mountain range? Is it Aneto Peak, Mont Blanc, or the Jungfrau?
Well, Mont Blanc and the Jungfrau are both in the Alps, so it's got to be the Aneto Peak.
Yeah, knows his mountains. It's the right answer, Chris. Puts you through to the final round. Bad luck there, George. Just a slip on the last one. Means you won't be there. Would you both please come back and join your teams? Well, now for you numpties at the moment. 2 brains gone from the final round. The Eggheads haven't lost any, but 2 head-to-heads still to go. Plenty of time to knock an Egghead or 2 out. This category, our next subject is sport.
Oh.
Nikki, Jacko or Fiona? Sport.
Can I go?
I was the last question. Yeah, you're not bad at that.
Do you
Nicky.
know-
I'm useless at sport.
Well,
Well, that's all
are you
right.
better than...
Neither of us know anything
Fiona.
about sport, so I'll go and just get it over and done with.
OK, right, and wait for an Egghead. Nikki, you can choose from CJ, Kevin and Judith.
We'll have CJ.
You looking forward to it, CJ?
I am dribbling with delight.
Well, you're always dribbling. I didn't know it was with delight. Who knows? Nikki and CJ, into the question room, please. So, Nikki, just before we start, landlady at the Earl of Normanton, where we get the Normanton Numpties from. Tell me a bit about the pub. That wasn't its original name, was it?
The Earl of Normanton, no. It used to be called The Plough when we took it over, but it was a bit run down, so we thought we'd change the name. And the Earl of Normanton was on the deeds. He sold it to Strong's Brewery, and that's how it became a pub.
Ah,
so we went back on the deeds and decided to call it that. We did write to him first to ask permission.
Oh, good. Did you offer him a free pint or two?
He's been in, actually. He's a very nice chap. In fact, he's a lord now. He's Lord Normanton now.
Ah, well, you might have to change the pub name
Yeah.
again. OK, Nikki, it's sport which you didn't really fancy,
No,
but
not
you
at all.
never know. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second for a change.
OK, CJ, your first question then. In snooker, how many points is the yellow ball worth? 2, 5 or 7?
Black is 7, blue is 5, yellow is 2.
2 for a yellow. And 1 for that correct answer for you, CJ. Correct. 2 points for the yellow in snooker. Nikki, Ladies' Day, where female racegoers traditionally wear an array of outlandish hats, is a celebrated feature of which June race meeting? Glorious Goodwood, the Cheltenham Festival or Royal Ascot?
This is a nice question for me because I'm into my horse racing, so I know the answer to this one. It's Royal Ascot.
Royal Ascot is the right answer, Nikki. Of course it is. 1 to you. CJ, second question. For which European country did Manchester United's former goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel play international football? Denmark, Germany or the Netherlands?
As far as I'm aware, he's Danish, so that would be Denmark.
Well, you never know with the parentage rules and
Well,
the rest
true.
of that. You can play for other countries. Denmark is the right answer, though, CJ. Well done. And to you, Nikki, second question. In December 2006, who became the first cricketer to take over 700 Test match wickets? Shane Warne, Glenn McGrath or Matthias Lithoran?
This isn't one of my good subjects, I don't think. I'll have to guess, and the only one I've heard of is Shane Warne, so I'll go for that.
That's the right answer.
Oh, good.
It is he. 700 Test match wickets for Shane Warne. So, both going well here. Both say you don't really enjoy the category, but 2 out of 2 for both of you. CJ, what is the name of the technique in rowing where the oars are rotated 90 degrees to minimise resistance when out of the water? Buttering, feathering or withering?
Well, the one of those that I know is a rowing term is feathering, and it would make sense that that's it, because to minimise resistance, for example, when a bird was flying, they'd keep them horizontal to catch the breeze and then turn them on the side to increase aerodynamics, wouldn't they? And simply because I know it's a rowing term, I'll go for feathering.
Yeah, we'll leave the aerodynamics out of it and the birds. But it's the right answer. Well done, CJ. Correct, feathering. OK, then you've got to get this, Nikki. Good luck with it. Which tennis player won the 1997 and 1998 men's singles title at the US Open Championships? Leighton Hewitt, Mark Philippoussis or Pat Rafter?
Oh dear, it's going to be an eeny, meeny, miny. I know they all played
97 and
tennis.
98.
I think I'll go for Mark Philippoussis. It's a nice name.
It's a very nice name. It's not correct, Nikki. It is Pat Rafter. Won the 97 and 98 back-to-back men's singles titles at the US Open, which means a very good round there. But you have just missed out with that incorrect question, Nikki. So it means you won't be playing in the final round, I'm afraid. Would you both please come back and join your teams? That means the Normanton Numpties have now lost 3 brains from the final round. The Eggheads still haven't lost any. We can still change that with this category. It's entertainment. And Jacko or Fiona?
Oh,
Who
without
wants
a
to play
doubt,
entertainment?
Yeah,
good?
okay. Well,
Why
I don't know
you,
if I'm any
Jacko?
good.
Jacko, I thought you'd
Yeah.
like a lot of pop music.
He does. And
You've
so,
got to be joking. You must be joking.
Hiding his light under a bushel or something.
OK, Fiona and Kevin or Judith?
Kevin,
Kevin.
please.
OK, Fiona and Kevin, it's entertainment for both of you. Would you both please take your positions in the question room? So, Fiona, it's just a wild guess, but I take it you're not a local Not originally from Salisbury.
I've no idea how you know that, but no, I'm not. I'm originally from Edinburgh. I've been in England 20 years, and apparently I haven't lost my Scottish accent, so they keep telling me.
What do they say when you go home, though? Do they say you've turned a bit Sassenach?
Turned a bit soft because I don't like the cold weather up there.
Dear me. Now, would you like to go first or second?
I think I'll go first.
OK, Fiona, it's entertainment. Good luck with it. China Girl and Absolute Beginners were top 10 UK hit singles for which singer in the 1980s? Boy George, Billy Idol or David Bowie?
China Girl's ringing vague bells. I don't think it was Boy George. I don't think I've ever heard anything Billy Idol has sung, so I think I'm going to have to go for David Bowie.
David Bowie is the right answer. Yes, good start. OK, Kevin. Who won the 2007 UK edition of the TV show The Apprentice? Christina Grimes, Simon Ambrose or Trey Azam?
Not a show I actually watched. So... But I did see the name of the winner, although it was some time ago now. Let's dig it out. Yeah, the one that's... It may be wrong, but the one that's sort of leaping out at me is recognising there is Christina Grimes. So I'll go for Christina Grimes.
Christina Grimes. It was Simon Ambrose. Simon Ambrose ended up as Sir Alan's apprentice in the 2007 edition of The Apprentice. Great start. Couldn't be better for you, Fiona. He is a triple world quiz champion. Brain of Britain and Mastermind champion, but you're in the lead. And if you keep getting your questions right, the next two, he can't stop you going through to the final round. This for you. Which comedienne won the Best Actress award at the 2007 BAFTAs for her role in the wartime drama Housewife 49? Dawn French, Catherine Tate or Victoria Wood?
I think it was Victoria Wood.
OK.
Please.
Victoria Wood. It's going to a 2-0 lead. You have gone into a 2-0 lead. Victoria Wood got a BAFTA for Housewife 49. Great stuff, Fiona. Kevin, this is your question, and you go out if you get it wrong. Which film features the line of all the gin joints in all the towns, in all the world, she walks into mine? Gone with the Wind, From Here to Eternity or Casablanca?
Casablanca.
Yes, as a film buff, I think not too testing for you, Kevin, but may just be postponing ejection because, Fiona, this puts Kevin out if you get it right. Which historian presented the 2006 TV series The Power of Art? Was it Simon Sharma, David Starkey or Adam Hart Davis?
I have absolutely no idea, so it's going to be a guess. David Starkey.
OK. David Starkey for a place in the final round.
Sharma.
The historian who presented the 2006 series The Power of Art is Simon Sharma. Simon Sharma, not David Starkey. So, have you given Kevin a lifeline? Let's see. He still goes out if he gets this wrong. Kevin, in 2005, who became the first female winner of the Perrier Comedy Award for 10 years? Lucy Porter, Gina Yashere or Laura Solon?
It's not Gina Yashere. I think, I mean, again, it's not my field at all, this, but the name that rings a bell there from having read about it at the time, I hope, is Laura Solon, or Solon, however she pronounces it.
OK. Well, you'd read quite a lot about The Apprentice, Kevin.
I know, that worked, didn't it? Yeah.
It's not a good sign, is it?
No.
Getting one right in the entire round wouldn't be great, would it?
No, not really.
But of course, you know, you've got it right. Yes, it is Laura Solon, first female winner of the Perrier Comedy Award for 10 years in 2005. So, for the first time in this game, we're going to sudden death. Just to remind you, I'm taking away the multiple choice element, so I've just got to hear an answer from you. Fiona, the song All Time High was the theme to which 1983 James Bond film?
can't even think of the song in my head, never mind the film. All Time High.
You must have seen a few Bond films over the years.
I have.
Almost unavoidable on the telly, aren't they?
I can see the films. I'm running them in my head. Not being much use.
Could
but,
take a while.
We could be here
Plenty
for a
of them.
while. Yeah.
All Time High. 1983.
I honestly don't know. I'll say Casino Royale, but I don't know.
Okay. Yes, of course, there was an earlier version of Casino Royale rather than the 2007 version. But it's not Casino Royale. It is not Casino Royale, Fiona. Do you know, Kevin?
Octopussy.
Octopussy, you heard there from Kevin. It was Octopussy. And sung by Kevin?
Rita Coolidge, I think.
Yeah, Rita Coolidge, All Time High, 1983. Not your question, though. You've still got to get one to get through. But this resurrection by Kevin is just what these eggheads do. I liken them to something like Alien in those films. Just when you think you've killed them off, their blood turns to acid and they melt your floor and they're back again. Right, here we go. Kevin, if you get this, you are through to the final round. Who wrote the words and music for the 1960 musical Oliver?
Oh, be careful now, hang on. No, I believe it was Lionel Bart.
1960 musical Oliver. Words and music were written by Lionel Bart. It's the right answer, Kevin. Oh, you jammy thing. Oh, first question wrong. Oh, and Fiona just got her third one wrong. Let you off the hook. You're through to the final round. Bad luck, Fiona. Very, very well done. Shook Kevin there, but not to be for you. Would you both please come back and join your teams? So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time now for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So, Nikki, Fiona, George and Betty, would you leave the studio, please? So, Jacko, you're playing to win the Normanton Numpties, £1,000. Judith, Kevin, CJ, Daphne and Chris, you're playing for something which money can't buy. The rather battered reputation of the Eggheads. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. Jacko, the question is your 1 brain better than the Eggheads' 5 brains? And Jacko, would you like to go first or second?
I think I'd better go first.
Well, best of luck, Jacko. It's all general knowledge, so anything may come up. You've chosen to go first, and this is your question. The children's song, Oranges and Lemons, is based around the churches of which city? London, Paris or Rome?
Well, we all learned this at our mother's knee, as it were, didn't we? Yeah. So it's essentially a homegrown thing. It's London.
Just easing you in there, Jacko. It's the right answer. Great start. So, Eggheads, your question. The adjective ursine refers to which type of animal? Lion, elephant or bear?
It's a bear. Refers to bear.
A bear. Ursine. Yes, bear-like. It's the right answer. So back to you, Jacko. Second question. Sukkot, or the Feast of Tabernacles, is an autumn festival in which religion? Hinduism, Judaism or Islam?
Well, you mentioned tabernacle. They don't have tabernacles in the Hindu religion or in Islam, so it has to be Judaism.
Very good picking up on the clues in the question. There's the right answer, Jacko. 2 to you. Eggheads, in the UK, what have been sold by the auctioneers at Tattersall's since 1766? Diamonds, horses or cars?
That is horses.
Tattersall's, yes, known for selling horses. It's the right answer, Eggheads. 2 each. Going well here, Jacko. Single-handedly against the Eggheads. Third question for you. Which Derbyshire town is famous for having a church with a crooked spire? Buxton, Chesterfield or Denbigh?
Well, it's a wooden tower, and the reason it twisted was because it's wooden and it warped. It's Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. Yeah, right answer. Well done. 3 out of 3. Are the Eggheads going to be beaten twice in a row? You've got to get this, Eggheads. The word barnstormer is a name for people who take part in which high-risk pastime? Stunt flying, cliff diving or lion taming?
They are stunt flyers.
Stunt flyers?
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. But a barnstorming performance so far by you, Jacko. 3 out of 3, which means we go to sudden death. And you know what that means. Means I'm not going to give you any choices anymore. So this is your question. In bridge or whist, what name, inspired by a British nobleman, is given to a hand in which no card is higher than a 9?
Well, I don't know his rank and ability, but his name was Yarborough.
Yarborough, you're saying it's a Yarborough, and he was the what?
Earl of?
Earl of Yarborough, yes, but it's the right answer. Well done, Jacko. Yarborough, a hand in bridge or whist in which no card is higher than a 9. So, Eggheads, a kangaroo and which other animal appear on the Australian coat of arms?
Emu.
Emu is the correct answer. And the next question is for Jacko. Which pulp hero of the 1930s and 40s was nicknamed the Man of Bronze?
I think I might have to capitulate here, although I should know it, shouldn't I?
I was just wondering, Jacko.
Yeah.
The 30s and the 40s, a pulp hero nicknamed the Man of Bronze.
No, I'll have to give up on that one, I'm afraid.
You know, I looked at the question, I thought, Jacko...
No, it's a term I've never, ever heard of, I'm afraid.
You never heard of the Man of Bronze? You've never heard of him, you never heard of him. Do you know, Eggheads?
Doc Savage.
Doc Savage. Ring a bell? No? OK, well, he just wasn't there, but Doc Savage. No, I never heard of him.
No, I've never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Unfortunate, but the Eggheads still have to get theirs to win. Which Test cricketer, lawyer, politician, writer and governor of the BBC was awarded a life peerage in 1969?
I know what I'm thinking.
We're just sitting quietly and waiting for you to give an answer.
Oh, that's right.
1960.
I'm thinking Leary Constantine. But, yeah?
So Leary Constantine.
Yeah. He fits the bill in some of those respects, anyway.
Okay, lawyer. Was he a lawyer?
I'm not certain, but a politician.
Politician. Governor of the BBC.
Yeah. And 69 rings a bell from somewhere as well. So I don't know.
Should I say Leary Constantine?
I don't know. But
that's enough of a coincidence to tick the boxes,
maybe wrong.
isn't it?
Maybe wrong. I don't know. So Leary Constantine is what I think. But
Okay. With some...
Got them thinking, Jacko. If they get it wrong, you get a second chance.
With some misgivings, we think Leary Constantine.
Leary Constantine. It's the right answer, Eggheads. You've won. Leary Constantine. Brilliant West Indies all-rounder. How did you work that one out, then?
Well, that's quite a few strings to have to your
yes,
bow, actually.
I suppose a few clues there, but a couple of tough questions there. Eventually sorted out a winner for us. But let's salute Jacko, who nearly did what's never been done before. Nearly a couple of records back-to-back. The Eggheads lost a record amount of money the last time they played and have never lost to one person on their own. That's the closest they've come, Jacko. Fantastic performance.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
The pleasure was all ours, I can tell you, or nearly all mine, not theirs. You nearly had them. Well, Normans and Numpties, the Eggheads have done what comes naturally to them, and they reign supreme over Quizland once again, but only just. I think you're a bit shaken. I'm afraid you won't be going home with the £1,000, which means the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. You're back in your winning ways. Join us next time to see if the new challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £2,000 says they don't. Until then, goodbye.
Food on the go in Nigella Express on BBC Two at 8:30. But next tonight, songbirds on the Isles of Scilly as the autumn migration takes flight in Nature's Calendar.